just another point to you. A tangled mess of knots, I confess, but the intent was there. I swear he set our sights on something that we thought was true. So now we sit and stare across a surface spanning the whole state. 2 feet between and miles apart. No one's to speak, and here all weekend still we haven't got a clue. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. Each word a world all of its own. Each star entered only in groans. The syntax skips semantic slips, and what we're left a growing cleft of language lost tokens unknown. And then I guess we slipped right through and lost our meaning on the way. We ended up a tiny piece of every heart, of every part, of every story, of every grave. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart if there's not a heart to have. A tangled mess of knots, I confess, but the intent was there. I swear we set our sights on something that we thought was true. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. And it falls apart if there's not a heart to have. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart if there's not a heart to have. If there's not a heart to have. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart if there's not a heart to have. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. It's getting out of you, give me the window next to you. I'll make a coffee from the notes that you leave around the room. I'll pour for 2, then rinse it off me like the shadow of an undiscovered moon from miles away. That's getting closer every day. It's getting out of you, we'll clear the room, we'll clear the room. Punching all the lights out, life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants to talk to me, I wanna talk to you. Punching all the lights out, life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants to talk to me, I wanna talk to you. It's getting out of you, give me the window next to you. We'll grow a garden with the notes that you hum without a tune. I'll sing it too, then cast it off me like the bowels of an ethnographic tomb. I read before, but I am certain to ignore. It's getting out of you, we'll see it through, we'll see it through. Punching all the lights out, life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants to talk to me, I wanna talk to you. Punching all the lights out, life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants to talk to me, I wanna talk to you. I wanna talk to you. Punching all the lights out, life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants to talk to me, I wanna talk to you. Punching all the lights out, life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants to talk to me, I wanna talk to you. I wanna talk to you. Sorry baby, I just don't know the words or how to conjugate them. Was it really past tense? I heard, or was it present perfect? Maybe we could forget the time you faced that friend without me. Maybe we could go back to mine, pretend it never happened. Oh, when the Rowies out only past tense, I heard. Maybe we could forget the time. Maybe we could go back to mine.
Everybody, I think it's about time. And yes, I am back. I know. It's amazing. And today is a special day. Because it's also the start of Summer Game Fest. More on that at 11. Because, well, as you probably have seen on my Mastodon and Blue Sky, I'm a co-streamer. I'm co-streaming it. For our YouTube audience, the link to that stream is going to be in the description, but I will also be posting it in the chat near the end of this stream. As for what we're doing right now, it's time for more Final Fantasy XIV. Please tell me that everything is working. Because a new patch has dropped. Patch 7.51. Which means... That's right. We are doing there is a new Ultimate trial, and I've been watching that for the past few days. A group finally managed to breach Phase 4. Yes! That means it's actually solvable. Mimi Chair! How you doing? Also, yes, I have commissioned artists. My computer decided to lag out at that very moment. Gotta love it when that happens. Wow, la la. Oh yeah, Nvidia decided to force it onto actual proper full screen. Ah, Lurkin's fine. But I am going to go ahead and show off your work. I need to go to that folder, use that to go to art, commissioned, and Mimi Chair. Oh god, that's a big file. I forgot that it's actually a very tall file. There it is. Yeah, I just decided to go full on 1200 DPI. I decided to go full 1200 DPI for it. So it's maximum detail. Also shows the imperfection of the scanning plate on my printer. It's actually quite nice. What's this? I should probably grab the actual physical to ref with. Physical print to ref with. Compared to, but it looks really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and hide transition and do a swipe. There we go. Anyway, now for me to check if everything is up and running. Oh yeah, I was at the Gold Saucer. That's where I last logged off. For Sunday, because I wanted to make a thumbnail for Sunday's stream. And the server is congested, so I have to wait and see. Have to wait and see. At least the music's good. Come on, give me the numbers. Yep. It's all work. So I have to push buttons. And that was my entire computer lagging out, by the way. Okay. Game's ready. Right. Come on. Yes. Yes, it does. What's you there? And we... Okay, that was a contrast in the sound then. Oh, this. To the main hall. Because we need to talk to Cryo and the bunch. Let's check the dialogue from the side NPCs here. Stola. For us to feel responsible for the schism of House Levier would be pure hubris. After all, we were merely on the outskirts of what is, essentially, a family affair. Oops. And yet neither can we claim the indifference of strangers. To hear their mother welcome them so warmly was a joy and a relief. As for Graha, as curious as I am to learn the truth of this duty, I wonder what else the Forum is hiding. A calamitous secret whose origin lies in the ethereal sea. Duplicity aside, however, I do not believe Master Fortuno means us ill. Even the harsh words he had for his children stemmed not from anger, I think, but desperation. If I intend to master these sages' armaments, that will mean learning to imbue them with the same ether that are poured into moonstone and obsidian. It is difficult to grasp the essence of such an entity. For me, it'll help to think of the Nulefs as allies in battle. Simply a new form of the energy which went to manifesting my carbuncle companions. Anyway, we've seen this dialogue already. In the dark of the tower. Cryo glances at you with expectant eyes. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales? Cutscene time. One moment whilst I go ahead and do something with my lighting.
Your time in Thavnair has certainly been eventful.
It's a spoken cutscene. I'm turning on the auto.
In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Jostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodor by a considerable margin.
Are you sure Alphinaud's in the right group?
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
Preferably
And
two.
I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armaments to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
Check.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
Wait.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should
Check,
serve as a convenient
check.
staging point.
That sounds perfect.
Huh?
And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
And there we have audio again. Yeah, for some reason I had a bit of weirdness. It just decided not to unmute. Yep. Speak with Nabdeen at the Hamsa hatchery. I am obviously going to go ahead and save on Gil a little by taking the experimental teleport to the aetherite test. Limit. Because now we need to take to the sky. No, wait, we cannot take to the skies. Welcome, well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocolate porter? To the great work, please. Remind me to check the mail. There we go. I've activated auto move again. There we go. I don't like how that looks. It's ominous. And the pinging also screams that it's... broadcasting. Hey, Chaos Co. Let me just... oops. There we go. That's better. Down to the Hamsa hatchery. Speaking of which, I need to reset my tracking, I think. Across to Vinian. There we go. Much better. Nadine. Our friend from Eor's here. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding skills will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have readied. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. There's the boat. Status. Calamitous. Cutscene! If this is the future of Aether I travel, I think I'll stick to boats. I think I'll stick to boats. Aye, no warning. However empathetic could have prepared me for that. On account of which we are a little late, but fighting fit. Mostly. Farshan. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. There must be we should still call you Farshan, I suppose. Indeed, it would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you would see fit to entrust us with your warding skills. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept him with my blessings. Our thanks. With these, we can go anywhere. Those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break your monopoly on primals. Of course, Spankred, of course. Just don't come crying to me if you get your ass whooped. In that case, they're all yours from now on. But I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're our Scion's you're the Scion's biggest star, brightest star after all. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into two groups. Kinesi and his band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be the deities of Thavnairian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnair, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Tower of Zot, now accessible. Whose turn is it anyway?
My turn.
Right then.
Let's give it our all.
My turn.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Right then.
My turn.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Let's give it our all.
I can do either the twins and Thancred.
Right then.
Or 2/3 of the heavens. Or Alfie, Estinian plus Thancred. Let's check the dialogue while I wait for a reply. Lest you worry, I've not forgotten my healing spells. Be it restoration or destruction, this sorceress can command whatever magics the situation requires. Aside from primals, within the tower we shall for certainly encounter enthralled Imperial soldiers. Defenders conveyed hither by means unknown who will stop at nothing to hinder our efforts. Though our parties are separate, I will trust in you, as I know you will trust in me. Let's give it both our all. And add another rousing chapter to the saga. This is the closest I've ever been to one of the towers. Such a sinister aura it exudes. It's been a while since I last took to the field, and I can't help but feel nervous. But with everyone at my side, I'm sure all will be well. One moment, just... Estinian? What do you want to say? First his armor, blessed with Ratatoska's power, and now Vitra's scale. Much has changed for dragons to show me such favor. And with Nidhogg in me, in spirit and in hand, no obstacle will bar our way. With Y'shtola keeping them company, the other part will be able to hold their own against the enemy if needs be. So we can tackle our own task without worrying over them. Come, let us be about it. My warding skill is safely tucked away. I'm ready when you are. I may not be the Azure Dragoon, former or otherwise, but I can guarantee that I'll give as good as I get. I may have taken up new arms, but my role is unchanged. I am a healer, through and through. Yet in knowing who once wore this sage's mantle, I wonder, when all is said and done, will I look back on the battles I chose to fight for Pride? Looks like I'll have to do this with NPCs. I'm tempted to bring in Estinian. You know what? For the Twitch audience, I'll give you guys a quick poll. Give you guys a minute and you can rig the vote. Hi. Just saying. I have given you guys an option. Who will be our DPS? Who will be our fellow DPS? Will it be Alize or will it be Estinian? Poll complete, and it's Alize. Alize Levier.
Let's give it our all.
I know I Fankred. I do believe it is
My turn.
Here we go. Light party? Of course it is. Foul place this. Let us proceed with caution. They seek to bar our path. The only way is through.
You're mine! Prepare yourself!
You cannot stop us!
Frankfurt push through! sense a great surge of ether, as if a summoning hath begun. The beastly mask, the minutiae, come to life. We'll focus on sustaining the Akasadara. Go onwards and upwards.
You're mine! You're mine!
You cannot stop us!
You're mine!
There!
All clean again. New kitchen gun, now with laser sight and night vision for after dark cleaning. It smells like bitch in here.
I have you now. You underestimate me.
Down it goes. First enemy, up ahead. Minduruva. He's gone from the tower. Yeah, no.
My turn.
My turn. Shield.
You underestimate me.
You wanna deal with me, buddy?
Let's give them a show.
Yeah, let's give him a show. So you have chosen defiance. Oh, hey, that's a guardian chest. And it's that bear again. I forgot where I can tone down battle effects, by the way. Hyper-tuned? Uh-oh.
Prepare yourself! You cannot stop us!
Come on, dude. Hell, oh, they're over on YouTube as well. But Doom knows that one is the real name. Oh no.
You're mine!
You know.
My turn.
You're mine!
Yep, there we go. There we go.
You're mine!
I have you now.
And now we run.
Prepare yourself!
The tower must be protected. And one small area of safety.
Let's give them a show.
You cannot stop us!
you now. Let's give them a show!
Might.
Lock up. Uh-oh.
You're mine! You're mine!
I do so love guessing games.
My turn.
Lock. Just a pale imitation of divinity in the end. I believe we've reached the summit.
My turn.
There we go.
There!
This guy's got the movement in him. Gunships. The ships with huge guns. Does make me wonder, do they have red rock sign? It's not red and it's got no rocks in it.
my turn.
I have you now.
My turn.
You underestimate me.
Mark II Colossi, 2 of them. Two targets.
I have you now.
Well, we got...
You underestimate me.
This has just become a target-rich environment.
You're mine!
I have you now.
Bombs for throwing it. Oh. Straight into the cutscene. There's the last one. No matter the cost, we must protect the tower. Harbingers elect. Track marker on Alizé. Come on then.
Let's give them a show!
Spread marker. Oh, you thought that was gonna work. How quaint.
We have speed! Try and stop it!
Yes. Give me the numbers.
I will not yield!
Alpha no? That was a ref. You need to actually disable all of them. There we go. Ah. Back into the void, you. It's a shame, really. Now what? Let me just do a... That seems to have been the limit of the tower's defenses. No belief is sacred to these Thalofroi. From what I can tell, the summonings appear to be over. They were nimble fighters, I'll give them that. Cheeky little jeepos. Loot. Easy. Oh. Alfie, no?
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
Don't like the music.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet
And that means-
something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look.
We haven't the time.
Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Estinian, if you would do the honors. Stab him.
And that should be the end of it.
What now?
We gotta get out of here.
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Which
Bully
means...
for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Throw wide the gates! Graha with an impromptu teleport. Yep, there we go.
What happened? Where are we?
Exactly. Never know where we were. Perhaps a few films side to side, but that doesn't matter much.
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Graha, you have some explaining to do. Grah!
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
Big cushion.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
Did you guys
The
count
expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Graha, you idiot. You're mortal again, remember?
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Alize. Bring on the porksies.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions!
Fashion!
We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist her.
Oh. Why didn't?
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
How many cards? There we have the numbers. Phew. Carrying all those Matanga may have been the true struggle. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Radz-at-Han for treatment. Alize and your stall will oversee the administration of the tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. You may now enter the... Yes, and the trust system has been unlocked. The Jewel of Thavnair. Fancred is rested and ready to set out. Had enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right, Farshawn bade us come to the Megaduta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us here once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Ah, wait, on second thought, you and Estinian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the great work. Bit of Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me then. The guardsmen at the gate should wave us through. I'm actually going to check something real quick. Refresh. Oh, I think Poikos has logged off for today. Ah, control settings. I completely overlooked it then. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Bling. Though I've been to Rods at Han before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Ah, Master Kinesi, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the Satra. If you require me, bring it to Megaduta, I should be glad to provide them. The Satra residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Rods at Han. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. To the state of Halard, however, most businesses are currently closed and the Aphrodite disabled. As such, I will provide you an alternate path. First, we'll send the steps next to this fountain and continue left. There'll be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge on Pax's path. Proceed for the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Lufeda Fibers. Within, you will find another center who will give you further guidance. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. Justinian has dialogue here. Discovered a sumptuous portal. Ah, yes, I know about this portal. It leads to a nearby isle, the treasure vault of one of Radzatan's wealthiest families. They took upon the god of luck for their guardian, on account of which they occasionally open up a section of their vaults. For aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck, so they say. There are also coffers hidden across the island that act as portals. Find one and you gain access to the vault. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. It is a troublesome experience, as I can personally attest. I'm still gonna make the run around and just see if I can tag whatever. See if I can still, if I can even still attune to it. Nope, temporarily disabled. Slip up to down through the High Crucible. Man, is this... This place seems relevant for later. Oh, we are in ads, which is good because I am gonna go ahead and keep on. I'm not gonna prog MSQ while we're in ads, so that's perfect. Congrats on the turbo, man. Yeah, speaking of... Ah, nice. That's what makes the... That's what makes it so much... That's what makes Turbo so nice. Means you don't see ads. Well, I still get the money from them. It's win-win. Automotive, very much. Automod, ah. Wait, Automod decided to slap you? One moment, let me check. Ah! The only reason why I subscribe to Turbo is because I want to support all the streamers I watch, but yet at the same time they want to watch all those fucking advertisements. Yeah. I see where you're... where... I can see exactly where it got angry at you. Anyway, we are also going to be watching Summer Game Fest tonight. And yes, I'm looking forward to it. I should have just teleported. So here we are, back at the fountain, just as the ads come to an end. Let's go up these stairs. Take a right turn into Ruveda Fibers. Heading to Megaduta, are you? In that case... Oh. In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshop of Ruveda Fibers. You're free to observe the artisans. Take care not to lose your way. Ah, Thavnairian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Emmerich would be partial to the gold thread. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. I never really put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is all I carry. And if that isn't enough, I always obtain something locally. Up here to Pux's Puff. Oh. A finite shard, a finite shard. You were hoping to catch a flight as well. Sounds like it's going to be a while before they'll be up and running again. So I understand that they're going to trying to keep everyone safe. The economy is going to suffer if they put a stop to all trade. There must be some other way. And that must be a child. What's that? She has your hair. If you're here on for an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. But aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at the Megaduta. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend these steps, then continue straight ahead and across the bridge. You cannot miss it. Nilapala nourishments here. I remember passing by here with our shop. Situation being as it was. He regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to Hamsa myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Should said that. You should not have said that. I'll wait with this one until I have a reason to go there. What do you mean that is the Rouvet de Fibres entrance? Oh, back here there's probably a path up. Greetings and welcome to Megadeth. May I inquire after your business? We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Come at the invitation of His Excellency. Of course, we've been expecting you. I will show you into the audience chamber if you would please follow me. Cutscene? Spoken? Yes or nay? Yay or nay? Look, there's the entire group. Anchor and Graha.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
Big crate. Tataru, mind sending with Bonanza over?
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
That Dragon Soul?
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Yep.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one?
Ooh, that's a good question.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope.
Put a pin in that.
He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Why? How very gracious. How very...
Prithee, a moment.
What is it, Vritra?
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor. 'Tis thee.
I only wish he could have been with us here now.
I know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot, thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Isel. Brita. Lima. Philia. Oh, it's so hot.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Rufino? Alize?
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
You expected to find me here lying on the floor.
I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter.
Don't sell yourself short, Vitra.
At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
To victory. I'll hold myself to it. Alfino? Our apologies again. I hope we didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely. Oh. My Twitch username is not... My Twitch account is not logged in. In the ad manager pop-out. So, what were you and Vitra talking about? Nothing. Nothing? Very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Like his sister Tiamat, Vitra is possessed of a gentle soul. I'm glad they're on our side. The color of joy. Oh no. Oh no. Not the fucking Archon loaf. The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let us return to the mulberry orchard. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I don't want to eat those. I don't want to eat the Archon loaf. Looks disgusting. Sustaining, sure, but utterly disgusting. I understand the mulberries are for the silkworms, grown a stone's throw away from the satrap's residence. Gives it quintessential Thavnairian flair, don't you think? From here, we are supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. The word Yui apparently means bind in the local tongue. And this district is so named because it connects all others in the city. If we manage to come this far, we shouldn't have trouble finding the High Crucible. Or so I was told. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, then descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, and it doesn't even compare. But it doesn't compare to Razadan. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. Then I had taken off my shoes. Undertone of fish. Oh, this time it's Alize, and that's allowed. Has optional dialogue. Phew, it seems we're on the right track. So here's the Aphid Plaza. So far, so good, and there isn't much further to go. From here, we just need to cross to the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger two doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. Yeah, I know it. I suspect the others have already collected the warding scales. Come, let's join them. It's really just a case of Archon loaf is one of the more disgusting dishes in this game. I'm gonna be going until, well, I don't know yet if I'm gonna be doing Day of the Devs, but I'm at least going to do Summer Game Fest. You took your time. Got turned around, I take it. Though this land have been afforded a respite, in turmoil do many others languish still. Our work is far from finished. Our work is far from finished. Let's check the optional dialogue first. As I heard it, after he defeated Nidhogg, his scales found their way into the hands of the Firmament's artisans. Steeped in power as they are, it's no surprise they were coveted. Still, it is a strange legacy for the vengeful worm. I'm quite well now, I assure you. As they say, the stronger the taste and the stranger the color, the more effective the remedy. My body trying to replenish the ether I spent, however, I'm feeling rather famished. I think a good sampling of the local delicacies is in order. Sa cuisine would be a good place to start, perhaps. The students have previously returned to Radz-at-Han's alchemists for help with analysis of various artifacts. That's how I became acquainted with Nidana. I'm glad we could rescue her, and pray she makes a full recovery. Excellent. You're in time to hear the latest good news. What an immense laboratory. I wonder how many such places were enlisted to help forge the warding scales, I wonder. We are lost, of course, but at least we found a place. Cutscene! Footfalls?
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Understood.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidana!
Nidana? You're awake?
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true?
Aye.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask.
Did you sleep well, though?
Oh, our great work sent across the seas.
Must be a dream come true.
It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
That's right. Stone.
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
Yellow.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
Akasha?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory.
Seems to be responsive to emotion.
Though a
actually.
gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Dynamics.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion.
Yep.
As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Sharlayan then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Oh, here we go. Looks like the pre-programming for Summer Game Fest is already starting. In that case, let's wrap up this. Let me just wrap up this quest and then we gonna happen next. Mute the browser for a second. Crow at the Baldessian Ants. Speaking of which, there she is. It's good to be back. But with the fruit of our labors safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Fankred suggested, we should get some rest in the meantime. Welcome back, Kinesi. Crow surprised me with your recent accomplishments. An amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. Well, it isn't much. I've changed your sheets and plumped up your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone. Be it penning a thesis or defeating deiform enemies. Oh, entities. Sorry. So, would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings now? Bucket, yikes. Oh.
Take heart and protect them well.
Who is knocking at this hour? Hello? Of course!
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
No,
We've bought
I
quite a
have not.
spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Oh, we get that cutscene! Graha gets the fucking off. Yes! No pickles. Yes.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite. An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Kryl, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Oh?
Heidelin
Really?
instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
Huh. That's weird. Huh.
'Twill
Check.
be your guide, test and proof
Check.
of your conviction. And then
Ah.
something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to
It's
think of
broken
it,
again.
Isn't that what happened with Nidana
There we go.
back in Radzat-Han?
The flower
Check.
did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation
Ah.
you felt.
Figured out why
The
it's
relief
broken.
of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed. And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi.
I haven't.
Learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans.
Bad news, everyone.
But even within the midst of our struggles,
Wavelength decided
we
to freeze
find
on me
small
again.
moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard won, perhaps.
So the
but
audio's
it is
gonna
this
cut out for a
pursuit
second.
of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on
After this
day after
cutscene.
day.
Yoink.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume.
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion. They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh!
Oh, I get a dialogue option. Shall we call it a night?
One last cup of tea, then. Dickens said this brew helps relax the mind before bed. And gave us some leaves for free.
Oh, really? Oh, we're back. Green. What does that stand for? Oh, it's the juice table. The moon. And there we have...
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see.
Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnair has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes...
questionable. To the moon.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
Theater, perhaps?
No. All else is... equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
My friend.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream.
Fun fact,
too.
I cannot see this part on my main monitor.
Yes. I think that is something we can both enjoy.
The part of Wavelink is in the way. On Wings of Hope. Now, the chat for... Okay, and we have audio again, which is good because... Please tell me. It's still there. Anyway, let's continue. Check it on Raha. I hope you didn't mind us barging into your room for our late night feast. For what it's worth, it did me a world of good to put our troubles to one side, if only for a moment. Sound the bells, school's in, sucker! Oh, yeah, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope. I was about to make my way to the studium as it happens. I wanted to try and speak with Scholark Montichet and thank him for coming to our rescue in the Rostra. As it turns out, he'd come to see us following the hearing, only to find we'd departed for Thavnair. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for Yerstola and the others, I thought now the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? At the phenomenon, okay. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studium for a time. Hey, it's snowing. If Father can master these fiendish contraptions, then so can I! Heading out for a stroll? Actually, we are going to the studium. Scholark himself was here? In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him, though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alfred of all people worrying over his reputation, and at our alma mater no less. Will wonders never cease? You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. See that sculpted picture above the entrance? That's the mark of Phaliak, the scholar, bearer of the waters of knowledge. It is no exaggeration to say that Charlian itself is an enormous shrine to him. And that's especially noticeable here in the studium. Feels like only yesterday that I first walked through these doors. Here it is, the phenomenon. While I expect that you've made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? While most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums, it also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth. As the center of what would later become the Studium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomena, hence the name. Though with ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life and even the universe itself. And then in the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, Phenomenon was decreed complete, and the Studium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority on etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields, standing proud as Sharlayan's foremost educational institute. You always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same foppish speech. Such is his undying love for his old stamping ground. He was in top form back then. Youngest to enter the Studium, graduated with highest honors in magical arts and etherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the Studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say, but Alphino actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors. I am certainly not the Studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects have I ever been in his shadow. If nothing else, just remember this is where the legend of Alphino Leveilleur began. We should hopefully expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration of the student body has for Alphino. Bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. Oh, ads. Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scholar Montichan. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but fortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. Blech. There goes my voice a little. I dropped out of the Kryl voice. So late. I'm gonna go to the Aphrodite Plaza first because I need to check my mail. Speaking of which, I need to check if... Oh wait, no, the mail is actually at Scholar's Harbor. I'm gonna check the mail, but I'm gonna go put it on... Boss.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no...
Of course, it was the usual thing of just food for the mail, and this time it was bubble chocolate. Anyway, we're back from the ads. Back to the studio we go. Speak with the excitable student. That was Alfred Olivier, wasn't it? Alfred Olivier! And he's with his sister Ambassador Desian's granddaughter. Just can only mean one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word! Oh, sorry. You said you were looking for the Skull-Ark, yes? Knowing him, he should be anywhere, but Miss Aliapo should have a better idea. That sounds like a familiar name. Are you lost? Wander off in the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Ah, silly of me. An orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to Searcher's Meet. Let's start with a question. What's the most important thing you'll find in the studium? That's right. Books. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal with. That's what we deal here at Searcher's Meet. Whether the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. I have Paisa this, Tongue Giganto that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end. Which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish. This being a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I've tracked down many miscellaneous knickknacks in the past, but I'm no gleaner. So what you're saying is... Tell me, you're not a gleaner? Yes, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? And you're looking for the Skull-Ark? I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock. Oh, right, I can't... Oh, you mean him? He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived. No, he said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Go back the way you came in and you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. In the time it's taking me to tell you all this, the Skull-Ark has probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it. Ah, classic. The boy. Oh, Alphino is completely surrounded. It's Alphino himself in the flesh! He spoke to me! He actually spoke to me! I assure you, I'll tell you all about it after my business with the Skull-Ark has concluded. The Skull-Ark? Tell me, my good fellow, does this have something to do with saving the world from catastrophe? And we turn our attention to Master Levieur's graduation thesis. I, too, have my doubts regarding our policy of non-intervention. Is it true that your experiences overseas are the reason you have incurred the ire of the Forum? Well, I wouldn't care to see you butt head with those old codgers. Famous. Things were bad enough during our school days, but Alphino's time abroad has only heightened his fame. Or should that be infamy? He had his rivals and detractors, of course, though most of them gave that up after his adoring fans set up on him like ravenous dogs. Alphino, on the other hand, has never paid them much notice. They were simply beneath him. Let's check Learner's Meet. Nothing. Which is a classroom. Oh, there's Crown. Unsurprisingly, the Skull-Ark is not in his office. I did, however, speak with one student who saw him not long ago, and he can't have gone far. What? Abdullah? Familiar faces. Familiar names. Yes, the scholar was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall mentioning where he was planning to go next. When we parted ways, he went down the corridor, perhaps to one of the auditoriums. I was literally just there! Skolok.
Ah, I remember you.
Auto text is on.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
Oh, Ralph burst in laughter.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy.
Under NDA. Yeah, I know about that sort of stuff.
Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried.
Oh, you're being kept out.
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic.
Oh.
As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
Stifling speech.
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
All right then. Huh?
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Corporeal. Corporeal ether.
Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
Welcome to the show, Dan.
Now, what would happen if that
welcome
paper
to the
was
studio,
doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would get complete. Oh. It would get redacted. You can't remember.
Blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The 7th Umbral
Or
Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
How can we be certain?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty.
A 90% supermajority.
Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean.
There we go. Welcome to the studio.
Our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form.
That's the way
Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
Yep. Wait.
Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
Yep. Oh, yeah, familiars.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Thank you.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Thank you. You have been granted the run of the phenomenon. Ki Aliapo would like to put your artisanry to good use. Some of my earliest memories are of Scholastic Monteshane, actually. He was a close friend of our grandfather. He would comfort tea and amaze us with his tricks, much like his demonstration with the paper and ink. He's a huge part of why I wanted to enter the studium in the first place. While Scholar Monteshane is best known for his role as head of the studio, he is said to be one of the finest mages Sharlayan has ever produced. Having seen for myself the ease with which he weaves extraordinarily complex and powerful magics, I have no reason to doubt the claim. But at this point, I feel like we should start preparing for Summer Game Fest. Oh, requires level 80 Disciple of Hand and Land. There we go. I'll go to BRB. And when we're... Ah, whoops. Anyway. That went wrong. I'm gonna put it to BRB and I'll see you guys in a mo.